Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. Williams loses the football, and the Seahawks have recovered. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a toss play. It's Carson. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They go play action now. Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the scrambler or the dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Well, for the Green Bay Packers this year, Charles, it's been feast at home. They haven't lost at home, but they haven't won on the road. And this past week, they lost at L.A. Now, look, the Rams are really good. We understand that. But it was the first time that Aaron Rodgers had lost to the Rams. Previously, he was 4-0 against them.
And they could have really used that victory in such a big way because they're 500 right now, 3-3-1. But how about this upcoming schedule? At New England on a Sunday night to take on Tom Brady. Home against Miami. Tough one at Seattle and all the 12s rooting them on. And then at Minnesota, a division rival. Tough stretch for Green Bay.
On 2nd down, Williams. Oh, the spin. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Over here.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays. Makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there. First down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Now Williams. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. And they get 10 yards there and convert on third. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. On first down, Rodgers escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Hey, check 26.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Graham's got it over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Two former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers fighting his tight end Graham. Packer first down.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. The stop for no gain brings up second and 10 from the 20. Out to Williams. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. They've had touchdowns on both of their drives thus far, but now they face a third and long.
What a 50!
On third and long, it's Rodgers. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. Third and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. On first and 10, it's Wilson. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
We got three.
They go play action with Wilson. Sliding up, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kenny Clark continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. 2nd and 10 now, Wilson. His throw caught. What about the 5? That goes for a gain of 31.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. Sebastian Janikowski on for the PAT. Janikowski good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. To kick is Janikowski. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offense.
They got his man complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 52 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers going to throw again. On the move to his left. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Open man is Allison, complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They've got a first and goal from the 10-yard line. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
He's going to get it running right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now. Third and goal. To throw is Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams from 8 yards out. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now Wilson on second down. Buying time to his left. And he's got some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Eluding the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal. First down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Wilson to throw. Being chased out left. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson, as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Out to kick is Janikowski. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Rodgers now on first down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Flushed out right. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Rodgers going to throw. He'll buy some time right on the crossing route. Complete. That's Adams. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, a little 360. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you. Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
On second down, Wilson. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Doug Baldwin, 75 yards. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. Now, he's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye.
He just takes off and goes. And I think that's what we just saw there.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Now a play fake here on first down. Now he'll escape to his left. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and the Seahawks have recovered.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. They'll toss it out to Carson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Tramon Williams, a veteran corner there on the stop.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On second down, here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And he slides to avoid the hit. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down and inside the 5-yard line.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson, escaping the pressure right. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And He certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Out to kick is Janikowski. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
58.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Then he checks this one down to Williams. Dropped at the 35, but he was able to display the agility there. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It's caught outright by Graham. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On the toss, here's Williams. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Rodgers to Allison. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
Hey, check 26. Zoom.
On 1st down, Rodgers. A dump underneath to Jones. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They go back to the ground with Williams. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And it bangs off the right upright. No good. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll begin the drive with Carson. Oh, good move. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. On 3rd down, Wilson. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting this sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Now it's Carson. And it's a fumble. And this is going to be Packer football. And they're not able to convert on 4th down.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. To throw, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Nick Perry in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he's got Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. From the shotgun, Wilson escaping the pressure right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the... This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Doug Baldwin, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Janikowski on for the extra point. Janikowski adds the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out to kick is Janikowski. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Jump out!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Over here.
On play action, Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run again with Carson. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. To throw on 3rd down. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
Let's go, come on.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Hey, where y'all going? Jump out!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Bobby Wagner in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Flushed out right. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just let him bleed the game out that way.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. To throw is Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. One final try now for Rodgers. And this is dropped in incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.
I don't know what these